So, this particular sutra can be applied in any circumstances and situations of life. Sanskrit word which we will need to pay attention here is called samvega, vegam. So, the Tamil word called vegam, samvega, the word urge, samvega or urge. Those who have an intense urge attain it quite easily. Here they're talking, the subject matter is samadhi. There is a particular level of development from, dependent on the degree, mild, medium or extreme. Extreme here is extraordinary. Applied to practice of self-development, wanting to attain enlightenment, or self-realization, or even in the pursuit of any activity. You will find that when there is an urge, it is a desire. Many people have many urges, desires. So the desires are many, and the urge to fulfill the desires are also many. And that can be at different levels. So there is this desire, and the urge to attain this particular desire, is it mild, medium, or is it extraordinary? Now, if the urge to attain that particular desire is mild, may not achieve. There is extraordinary effort, it can be achieved. So, since this is Yoga Sutra, Patanjali is not talking about 5 A's. Patanjali is not talking about you getting, becoming a very rich person or something like that. Patanjali definitely is talking about what? About headstand. Patanjali is talking about self-development or attainment of enlightenment. So, and it has to be related to the previous sutra, which is Samprajnata and Asamprajnata, the states that lead us to clarity. Not talking about samadhi, just that this particular stages where we are embarking on sadhana, and the sadhana to attain clarity has to, he says, depends. If you have an urge, but the urge is supported by very mild effort, then it is like once a week to class. Sometimes that once a week also doesn't happen. So this is mild. But if it is medium, then at least every week in class, and then at home every public holiday. That is mild. That is medium. Quite good. Then another person who has had greater glimpses of enlightenment or understanding that enlightenment is actually the best state to live because it gives them all the benefits, physical, mental and emotional benefits. Because even now, right now, all sciences are showing that the best medicine that can ever be produced in this world can only be produced within the human body. And some of the chemicals that are being produced in the human body cannot be produced in the labs. And even if they can imitate some of it, it has some side effects and the quality is very low or it is very expensive. We can go on a process which is much more dependable, and that dependable processes can only be from inside. And it has to go beyond the emotions. Going beyond the emotions are meditational practices. If it is within the emotion or if it is sense-based, then it has to be my bank account, how much is it? In the beginning of the month, good. At the middle of the month, a little bit medium level. At the end, is extreme stress. Mild, medium, extreme. Looking at the salary. Or looking at another person, look at your children or your spouse. In certain parts of the day they are very happy, or Sunday they are very happy because you're cooking for them. Then Monday they are not very happy with you because they got a lot of stress. And then by Wednesday you are already at the peak of stress. So, depending on the external. Or you are driving your car and then suddenly at the middle of the road in LTP with heavy jam, the tire flat. You are dependent on your first heavy, very nice, happily driving, and then suddenly the same thing which produce happiness, now producing stress. External dependency. Emotion. Can I depend on my emotion? My own emotion. Sometimes mild, sometimes medium, sometimes extreme. Not extreme happiness, sometimes extreme moody. My own emotion also cannot depend. Patanjali offers a solution. He says dhyana, meditation. Close the eyes, go beyond the body, right? Pratyahara, close the eyes, withdraw the senses, from the senses, and then the emotions are playing, and then we have seen vitarka, vichara, ananda, asmita. You see the thoughts and the fluctuations, you don't not bother. Just allow whatever is happening, you remain centered. That centeredness cannot be emotion. Beyond emotion, because you're watching, you're not fluctuating, you're watching. Then comes the other. Other means beyond this, in between, beyond. So that is asamprajnata. So the training here is to attain those states where you find that there is something much more deeper within me which seems to be the essence of life, which drops off with life force and absolutely steady, which does not seem to change. That is the motivation to remain in that centeredness and correlate it with science. Science which says that those who are long-term practitioners of meditation seem to have this such great clarity and steadiness that if a shot is fired close to their ears, the subjects who have never meditated immediately have high levels of cortisol and adrenaline pumped into their body, into their system, and then the mind just becomes shuttered because of that fear. And then here you have people who have been meditating, hardly even a ripple in their consciousness. With this shot, the mind, because of their training, is still. So this fascinated the scientists. What is happening to these kind of individuals? And MRI and all that, nothing strange. It is because they are in that extreme state of centeredness due to their dedicated practice. There is no shortcut. So this particular sutra talks about the intensity of the practice. But I believe this one thing. One will only embark on an intense practice if their objective is clear. Otherwise they won't. If they can see that I can gain so much of benefits physically, mentally, emotionally, and meditation has again and again shown that we can become innovative and creative. Innovation and creativity are the doorways to success. So if you are pursuing material success, it is also meditation. If you are pursuing relationship success, it is also meditation. If you are pursuing physical health, it is also meditation and yoga. So all of this, if we are very clear and then write down what are the benefits of yoga and meditation and remember this, then all other fluctuations and dissipation and distractions that's happening around us that is pulling our time and our resources can be reduced. Then you will practice without the distractions of the phone and all that. And studies have shown, I was just reading one data which says that if you, as soon as you get up, look at your phone and answer an SMS or an email, then your productivity, your efficiency, your health, your chemicals all go one notch lower. That means you are affected. You are then susceptible to stress and all other immune disorders just in the morning. Just when you start your day like that. So you have to start your day looking at the mirror and smiling, not at the phone, and then going out at the door and then watching if there are trees. You watch the trees, if there's no trees, at least there's sky. If it is haze, then you just look beyond. But that is how we start. Start and then have a nice breakfast and then say good morning to yourself if you are living alone. So you make yourself happy and then you sing a song and then you whistle, and that's how everything starts to work in your favor. That is extreme pursuit of what you want in your life. So everything then comes back to you. The urge and the intensity to achieve it. Namaskar, thank you.